Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want us to talk about friendship and to be mindful of the type of people that you're friends with. A few weeks ago I came across a quote that said that some of your friends secretly hate you, and that actually got me thinking. You have to be very careful with the people that you open up to, the people that you trust, the people that you confide in. This woman, she was saying that one thing that helped her realize that her friend wasn't really her friend was because one day she was drunk and she was just like kind of sleeping, but she wasn't really like knocked out. She was sleeping, but she was still like aware of what's going on around her. And while she's sleeping, she overhears the conversation that's going on around her. So it's a party, it's a get together. She's there with her best friend and there are a bunch of guys. And one of the guys mentioned that she's hot and he wants to, do things with her. And then she hears her best friend say, if you want to do anything to her, you better do it now while she's sleeping, because if she's awake, she'll never let you do anything. That's her best friend encouraging another man to take advantage of her while she's sleeping. So this girl, she hears that and then just pretends like she's going to the bathroom to pee, went to the bathroom and called her boyfriend to come and pick her up. If that hadn't happened, she wouldn't have known that that's how her best friend is. That's not a friend. For you to see your friend sleeping and you're suggesting that a man take advantage of her while she's sleeping, that's not a friend, that's a devil. That's a devil. You have to be mindful of the people that you call your friends. You have to be mindful about the people you open up to. You have to be mindful of the people you go into business with, the people you bring around your spouses, the people you bring around your children. Because some people, they smile with you. Like, the world is full of actors. People know how to pretend. People know how to smile in your face, but in their heart, they're wishing you ill will. You have to be careful with the people that you call your friends, because not everybody that you call your friend means you well. I remember one time, I was living with a friend. I'm in a new town and I don't know anyone. And I'm living with this friend and we're so excited. We're like, oh my God, we're doing our thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm living in her home, even though it's both our place, but my name is not on the lease. So technically, legally, it's her place. And then she goes on to say that, oh, I can't wait. When the lease runs out here, we're gonna go get a penthouse. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We are making plans. We're gonna take over the city. It's amazing, it's lit. I came to that town for her, to help her with something that she was doing. And so at that point, I don't really have a job. And I was just trying to start over and like stand on my 2 feet. And so a month into living with her, she just one day looks at me and she says, this is a mistake. I want you out of my house in 1 week. Obviously, I'm stumped. Like, what? I moved here for you to come and help you with your thing. Like, what are you talking about? You want me out of your house in a week? She says it's a mistake. You never should have come. I just don't know how to live with people. I just want to be alone. Other people are asking her why, what's going on? Is it something that she's doing? Is she not being a good roommate? Is she imposing in your space? Like, what's going on? She's like, no, she didn't do anything wrong. I just don't want her here no more. I want my space, that's it. I want my space. And I remember somebody had asked her, you want your space so bad that you're willing to throw her out in the street? She said, whatever, I don't care. I want her out. So she gave me 1 week to get out. God is merciful. We don't see the future, but God sees the future. And God will always go ahead of you to prepare your life for all the curveballs that are going to come your way. Because I was able to find my own place and then do my own thing after that. And when I was moving out, she was happy. She was twerking and she was happy and she was like, oh my God, yes, girl. And I just looked at her and I just shook my head. And I was like, only God will know how to reward you for what you've done to me. And what she did to me, it put me in a dark place for some time. I remember there was an incident where somebody wanted to give me money. They just wanted to bless me with money. Like, this friend said, don't give her money. Argued up and down, you cannot give her money. She doesn't deserve you to give her money. And the people are like, why should we not give her money? Like, she's not working right now. She needs some money. Like, let's just give her the money. She's like, no, don't give her the money. She doesn't deserve to get the money. She argued until that person actually reduced the amount of money that they were going to give me. And even that, she was upset. She was upset with me for like a week or 2 weeks. I didn't know why she was so mad at me. She would just give me an attitude every time we're in the apartment. She would give me an attitude. She wouldn't talk to me. And I wondered why. So when I finally found out that that person, when they gave me the money, they told me they would have given me more, but she's the one who said they shouldn't give me the money. And the timeline, I looked at the timeline of when she was angry with me, and it made sense. And then she herself, when confronted with it, told me that I don't deserve to have that money and that I shouldn't have had the money. A money that was not coming from her pocket. She had no reason why the person shouldn't give me money. She just didn't want me to have the money. And that was somebody I called my close friend. You're out here thinking, oh my God, that's one of my closest friends. I love them so much. And they're behind, fighting against your blessings, telling people not to bless you, trying to stand in the way of you and your bag, trying to make sure that you fumble all the blessings that God has for you, blocking your blessings, blocking the things that God wants to do in your life. You have to be careful who you call your friends, because when this happened, I had no idea that this person was like this and that they felt this way about me, that you would throw me out of your house for no apparent reason. You just want your space. And that before that, somebody wanted to give me money, you told them not to. That's wickedness. When I tell you some of your friends secretly hate you, let me tell you, I want you to make a prayer right now. It's a very dangerous prayer, but it will save your life. Pray and ask God to reveal to you who your friends are. You will be shocked at some of the things that these people will do to you naturally. Like, they will just start to show their faces. But I'm so grateful to God that God allowed it to happen before me and this girl got in too deep, because there were talks of us going into business and starting a partnership of some sort. And God was like, baby, that's not your friend. She's not your friend. I cannot allow you to go into business with her. She's not your friend. I can allow you to make plans with her. She's not your friend. I can allow you to make long-term plans with her. She's not your friend. Sometimes God will bamboozle your friendships because He knows that those people are not your friends and they don't mean well for you. Sometimes God will allow people to do some snake things to you just to let you know that they were never your friends. He allows them to traumatize you now so that He can remove you out of your life now. Because perhaps down the line, what they would do to you would have cost you way more than now. Let God lead you in your friendships. Let God lead you in your relationships. Be wise with the people that you call your friends. You know, when we're like in kindergarten, elementary school, high school, everybody's our best friend. Everybody's your friend when you're in high school. Everybody's your friend when you're in middle school. But when you start to grow older, you become wiser. Everybody's not your friend. Realistically speaking, everybody's not your friend. And the people that you consider friends now, they're not all your friends. I know of women who have lost friends simply because they got engaged. They got engaged and their friends started giving them an attitude and the friendship ended. What is it about marriage that brings the devil out of women You have to be careful who you call your friends, because not everybody that you call a friend is a friend. A true friend will show you that they're your friend through their actions. Be mindful who you call your friends, because they may not mean well. They may be planning things, plotting things. I watched this video where this woman is getting married, and her friends, they're out celebrating. Her wedding is in a few days, and she's out drinking with two friends. And so one friend is distracting her, like, girl, why don't you come to the pool with me? And so when the one friend is taking her to the pool, distracting her, the other friend that stays back puts something in her drink. And so when they reach at the pool and the other friend realizes that the girl has already put something in the drink, then she comes back. She's like, oh, let's not do the pool. I don't want to get wet. And then she comes back. And then she's about to drink. They're like, oh, let's toast to your wedding in a few days. And so the girl is about to drink it. And then there was a man who was sitting somewhere. He watched the whole thing happen. And he ran. And he said, don't drink that. Your friend put something in your drink. Obviously, the girl who's getting married, she's in disbelief. Like, what? My friend? She would never do that. Why would you say something like that? Like, she's arguing with the man. And the man is like, I'm telling you, your friend has put something in your drink. And she's like, that's my best friend. She'll never do something like that. And then the man is insisting, I'm telling you, she has put something in your drink. And so the girl put her emotions aside. And she's like, did you put something in my drink? The girl's like, no, I didn't put nothing in your drink. Why would you say something like that? I would never do that to you. So the man is like, okay, then drink it. And then she refused to drink it. And then that's when the girl realized that her friend had put something in her drink. And then the man looked at her and said, you have to be careful who you call your friends, because your so-called best friends wanted to poison you a few days before your wedding. Be careful who you call your friends. Not everybody is happy that you have what you have. Not everybody is happy with what's happening with you. Not everyone is happy about the good news happening in your life. Be careful with the type of people that you bring around your spouses, because a lot of your friends, they're plotting on your spouse. You don't even know it. You open your business and you tell them everything about your marriage, about your relationship. Let me give you a piece of advice. Never share your relationship drama with your friends. Don't tell them what your husband is doing wrong and what he asks you to do. Don't tell them what your man is into, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he wanted you to do last night. Ew, why would I ever do that? Or he's been wanting me to do this, or he was mad at me because I said this, like he's always this. Because a lot of people, they're not listening because they care. They're listening because they want information. They're taking notes. Oh, so he doesn't like it when she does this. Oh, he likes it when she does this. They're studying your man and studying what to do, so that when the opportunity is right, they can take him from you, because they already know what he likes. And they're not just gonna stand in front of him and take off their clothes and say, you wanna, no. It's small, little things. They'll come around him and they know that he gets mad when you do some things. So they do the opposite. They become the type of woman that your husband has been wanting you to be. They do all those things, they say those things because they know how he is based on everything you've told them. They slowly become that woman. Be careful. Be careful, because when they start to plant these little seeds, by the time it's time for them to make their big move, if that man is not strong enough, he's gonna fall for that woman. Don't tell your friends nothing about what goes on in your marriage. Your marriage counselors should be your parents if, number one, your parents are not biased and they can give you critical advice without taking sides, and they have a healthy relationship or a healthy marriage. and then your pastor as well. And the same thing applies to your pastor. And also, if you guys can afford to get a marriage counselor, those are the people you talk to. Or if you have that friend that you know that she can be unbiased and you vetted her and you know this is my friend, then you can open up to them. But don't share every detail, just the basics, because not everybody who's listening means well.